Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Nick and Knarf. I am Knarf. This here's Nick. We're brothers here in Tucson, playing music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and into the future, the foreseeable future, and maybe the unforeseeable. But we haven't gotten to the unforeseeable, so forget that part. Anyway, today we are here to share with you a great group that has an incredibly long run.
Surprisingly.
The name of the band is Styx.
Wow, we couldn't believe it. You know, I don't know that much about them. I like them. I like their individual songs that I've heard on the radio. Never really got into their full albums. Frank and I were doing a little bit of research on it. They were formed in 72, and from 72 to 84, they did how many albums?
They had... they did a total of 17 albums, but they did 9 albums from 72 to 81. 9 albums in 9 years, and they added a few more after that. They had a stretch of, from 77 to 81, they had 4 double platinum albums. Yeah. These guys sold $20 million in the U.S. alone, 20 million albums in the U.S. alone from 1972 to 1981, and many, many more beyond. Just a remarkable run of great albums like Equinox, Grand Illusion, Pieces of Eight, Crystal Ball, so many great albums.
They kind of started out as a progressive band, but, you know, introduced soft rock.
Some power pop. They have acoustic love ballads. They play. I mean, it's hard to pigeonhole Styx because they have some songs that you swear they're like Yes, real progressive, and then you got songs where they sound like like Whitesnake, and then they got songs that sound like Foreigner. I mean, they sound like 5 or 6 or 7 different bands all at once.
Yeah, you're right about Foreigner. That's true. They just want to list some of their members: Chuck Panozzo. James J.Y. Young, Tommy Shaw, who came a little bit later. He actually replaced John J.C. Kurolowski, whatever.
Right.
Todd Zuckerman, Lawrence Gowan, Ricky Phillips, and Will Ivankovich. Now, they also had Dennis DeYoung, who was a great vocalist.
He was the main guy. He was the main guy songwriting with Tommy Shaw.
And Glenn Burtnick. So, over the course of, let's say, especially they were hot from 72 to 84. They got back together from 90 to 91, then got again together in the mid-2000s, and then actually released a couple albums in the late 20s. So
it's a 50-year run almost.
I mean, these guys have been around. My gut tells me these guys have sold over 50 million easy.
Got to be over that long because they had great hit after great hit. And we've got 2 great songs for you today from Styx. We're going to be playing their second hit single, Lorelei. The first one was Lady, and it's off the album Equinox, Styx's 5th album, I believe it is, from 1975. Great album. And then we've got the song Angry Young Man, Fooling Yourself, from their massive album, The Grand Illusion. 2 awesome songs that really show Styx at their finest. And hey, before we start kicking into our music, I want to remind you, please, to subscribe, like, and share, and tell your friends about Nick and Knarf. We care for your ears. If you have subscribed, you know how much we love you guys. We send the love back at you.
By the way, these guys had 6 straight albums that were either number 6, 4, 3, or 1. I mean, these guys evidently were able to not only keep producing phenomenal music, sales were out the roof. And yet, personally, I'm not sure where was I? Was I just smoking so many dupes I didn't know what was going on?
There was a lot happening in the 70s, a lot of music coming at us. And, of course, the biggest bands like Styx didn't go unnoticed. It's just that, you get your favorites, you start riding that horse, and you keep listening to those bands, and you hear a song here and there, and you're either sucked into everything they do or you just enjoy the hits and stuff. But Styx is unignorable, a giant of rock and roll, great songs, and this is one of my faves. One of the first ones I heard when I was starting to get into Styx in the mid-70s. So this is from Equinox. This is Lorelei. So here we go.
She moves without a sound. I call her on the telephone. She says be there by 8. Tonight's the night she's moving in, and I can hardly wait. The way she moves
production is impeccable.
Isn't that beautiful? Great.
Her eyes become a paradise. She softly speaks my name. She brightens every lonely night. No one's quite the same. She calls me on the telephone. She says be there by 8. Tonight's the night she's moving in. It's time to celebrate. The way she moves. Ooh, I gotta say, Lorelei, let's live together. Brighter than the stars forever. Lorelei, let's live together. Brighter than the stars forever. Baby, baby, forever. Lorelei, let's live together. Let's live together. The stars forever. The stars forever. Let's live together. Let's live together. The stars forever. The stars forever. Let's live together. Let's live together. The stars forever. Let's live together.
Okay, I'm going to admit that's the first time I've ever heard this song.
You're kidding. I thought you knew it.
Nope.
Oh
Don't know
man, what a song! This is one of the earliest songs I heard by Styx. I fell in love with it. It has got such. It starts out so innocently with that synthesizer, and then it just cranks with the guitar work and
The
What'd you
production,
think?
the production was just crazy good. Hear every instrument.
What about the voices on that?
Yeah, I got that part. I got tired of that.
Why? I love the
annoyed
build-up
me.
on that.
It annoyed me when I started hearing that so much. But it was almost angelic, and I understand
Yeah.
that. And I know why I didn't listen to them too much. His voice drives me crazy. It's so good, but still, it's like, is he a guy or a gal? You know what I mean?
Oh
They
well, a guy or a gal.
of course,
I mean,
he's a
just got
guy. He's got such a high voice, and it's so good. But I know why I wouldn't have followed them. I like the grindier male voices. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I can
I'm not
understand.
saying they're
I
not
know,
good.
it's
I'm
a
saying you're
personal
right.
taste.
I don't know where I
Well,
was.
you know, Dennis DeYoung is the guy that Dana Carvey made fun of when he did Choppin' Broccoli. You know that Choppin' Broccoli. Because he was always kind of making fun of Dennis DeYoung's singing that kind of like exaggerated sound. But he's got such a great voice on so many levels, and he's such an incredible
Okay, now
musician.
let me say this before I get lambasted. I respect their talent. The guy's got a crazy good voice. There's nothing I didn't, really like about the musicianship in this. So I didn't like the building of all the harmony in the background. After a while, it was kind of annoying me, to be honest with you. But I loved the rest of the song, and then the break into the chorus was really nice, where the guitar would come in. But this wouldn't be one of my favorites.
Wait. Oh, well, can't please everybody all the time, but hey, that's why we're here together.
sorry.
That's okay. Hey, that's why he's got his opinions too. I mean, when you discover a song and then you embrace it, I mean, you don't find reasons why you stop liking it unless you're just tired of hearing of it. But when you don't hear it and you hear it the first time and it maybe doesn't resonate, I could understand. But I'm surprised it's the first time you heard it.
It is truly
Because it was one of their biggest songs.
I've never heard it. That's what's blowing me away. I'm sitting here looking at the camera like, I don't think I know this song.
I thought you did. Okay. Well, anyway, what did you guys think of Lorelei? Leave us a clue. Leave us a clue.
That
And
tells you, that's
too.
why I'm always telling you guys it should be you and Knarf because, I don't know that much about
Well, that's
music.
what's great to have Nick here for, because I mean, a lot of stuff that he did here, I mean, he's not super in depth and he loves what he loves deeply, but he hasn't had the breadth and the time to invest listening to music like I did.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I really embraced a lot more music, and Nick always enjoys hearing stuff, and that's why I like turning him on to some of these things. But this, I just assumed he knew, but that's okay. I think he knows this next one, though. This one is a great, great song from their great album, Grand Illusion. It was the second hit off the album, and it reached the top 20s on the hit charts back in the day. And this is just an awesome song. It's called Fooling Yourself, The Angry Young Man. So let's get into it. It's Styx with Fooling Yourself, The Angry Young Man. Sounds a little like Kansas, doesn't it, a little bit? Or something, too?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I know this song. Yay. The production is so good.
They are. Their albums are beautifully produced. This shift, this intro leads to this great shift right here.
Oh, nice.
Sweat and your head needs a rest, and you're fooling yourself if you don't believe it. You're kidding yourself if you don't believe it. Why must you be such an angry young man when your future looks quite bright to me? And how can there be such a sinister plan that could hide such a lamb, such a care in your
have to say,
Go ahead,
I
man.
like this song way better than the other one. I like this vocalist a lot better than the other one. I thought this song was much more creative.
This got a lot of changes in this song.
I love it.
It's a rich, complex song.
I was very impressed with the drummer, as I was telling you how the weird beat he was using. It was almost like marching on to battle, marching to Pretoria. But it was really a well-built song.
What a number of shifts in that thing. I mean,
No
it went
kidding.
from being like a just straight rock song to a little prog with the electronics, the synth, the drum changes, the rhythm changes, and it was right. The drums sound like marching, which is kind of like a little bit of a musical metaphor
And
for
then
the theme of the song. Like, take your best shot, go out and face the world. Like, march into battle with
and
your
then he
life.
got funky when the synthesizer part came in. Remember, I turned to you and I said, Carl Palmer, and then when the synthesizer was going, it sounded like Keith Emerson and Palmer together. It was that nice synthesis between the two. It was really acting well.
I love the song. I like the lyrics. I love the way the song changes. I love the passion of it, the power of it. But it's really well crafted. And like Nick says, you really realize how exquisitely produced their songs are.
So well.
Man,
Wow.
they put so much into it. You hear every instrument, you hear every little background, every subtlety and nuance. Just a great song.
And I apologize in advance for you guys for telling you, but I mean, this song to me was way better than Lorelei.
Lorelei's a much simpler, straighter song.
I like this song a lot better. I just liked everything about it.
Yeah, well, I like Lorelei a lot too, but there's no doubt about it. This one is a much more complex song, but it doesn't mean Lorelei doesn't really drive and really suck you into it, that great guitar work and stuff, but it's a simpler song. I agree. It's a much simpler song. Anyway, what did you think of The Angry Young Man, Fooling Yourself, or Fooling Yourself, Angry Young Man, however it goes? It's a great song. And Lorelei, leave us your comments and your thoughts about our show today with the great Styx. What a legacy of almost 50 years of music, great musicians, great songs.
I'm going to start, I promise you guys, I'm going to start listening to them because remember what Frank and I always say, give me 5 albums really good with a lot of great songs on it, and that puts them into icon status. And so I have a feeling I'm going to be hearing from a lot of you guys saying these guys are icons. So I need to start listening.
I don't know where you rank them, on your top bands of all time, but I got to figure they're somewhere in the top 100. I mean, I mean, with a legacy like they left and the impact they had on everything, hard to tell. But leave us your comments because we'd love to hear from you about. Again, before you go, please, if you haven't, please subscribe, like, and share. Doesn't cost you anything, and hit that like icon especially. That really spreads the word out because we care for your ears, and we hope you enjoyed today's show. And Nikki and I are signing off. We're glad you came with us today for another episode of Nick and Knarf.
Can't wait to see you next time. Thank you.
Thanks again, guys. Peace out, baby.